Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns' run as a babyface has undoubtedly not been as good as his heel run. The original Tribal Chief is seemingly set to face Seth Rollins and CM Punk in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41, which would instantly capture the WWE Universe's attention. After that, Reigns might focus on his family once again, forming a heel faction with debuting Lance Anoa'i and Hikuleo, which could be dubbed as a new variant of the Bloodline. Both members of the Simone family have reportedly signed with the global juggernaut back in 2024, but haven't made it to TV yet. A recent report from Wrestling Observer Radio surfaced online, which has left some asking questions on Lance's future in the company. The report suggested that people backstage criticized the star, and that there was a possibility that Lance may not make it to the company. While this report has sowed seeds of doubt on Lance's future, WWE could still have him show up on the main roster to see how the fans respond. A possible pairing with Hikuleo to join as Roman Reigns' new Bloodline members could make things quite interesting. Moreover, putting the original Tribal Chief alongside the debuting stars would give instant recognition to both stars in the industry early on in their careers. This week's episode of SmackDown is set to feature the return of former undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns to the blue brand. Furthermore, CM Punk and Seth Rollins will also be present on the show, bringing all three stars together under the same roof for the first time since the chaos in the steel cage match last week on WWE Raw. With all three megastars present and a feud being built around them, WWE might make the triple threat match between them official for the grandest stage of them all. Considering the star power in the match, the triple threat battle could end up being the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 41, fulfilling CM Punk's dream to main event the show. Time will now tell what WWE has planned when all three stars come together on SmackDown this week. The WWE Universe is no stranger to shocking moments, but few would expect what could be one of the most earth-shattering developments in recent history. Roman Reigns turning full-fledged heel once again and reforming the Bloodline with two debuting WWE stars on SmackDown. This move, if executed properly, could redefine the landscape of WWE, making SmackDown must-watch television while reinvigorating the Tribal Chief's dominance. Let's explore how this scenario could unfold, the potential recruits who could replace the Usos and Solo Sikoa, and the long-term implications of a revamped Bloodline. Roman Reigns has been absent from WWE television since his monumental loss at WrestleMania 40. Where Cody Rhodes dethroned him for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. The loss didn't just cost Reigns his championship, but also seemingly shattered the once dominant Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, now appearing as the new de facto leader of the remaining faction, seems to be moving in a different direction, while the Usos have fully distanced themselves from Roman. Without his family, without his gold, and without his grip on SmackDown, Roman Reigns is at his lowest. For weeks, WWE could tease his return through cryptic messages and eerie video packages, hinting at the rebirth of the Bloodline, but never specifying what that means. Then, on a special edition of SmackDown, perhaps the post-SummerSlam episode, Roman Reigns makes his long-awaited return. However, this is not the same man who ruled WWE for nearly 4 years. He's bitter, he's angrier, and he's coming back with a vengeance. SmackDown's main event is set. Solo Sikoa versus LA Knight in a high-stakes match. Throughout the night, Heyman looks nervous, fidgety, as if he knows something the rest of us don't. As the match reaches its climax, the referee gets knocked out, and chaos ensues. Suddenly, the lights dim slightly, and a familiar theme song echoes throughout the arena. The Tribal Chief has returned. The audience erupts as Reigns slowly walks down the aisle, his signature stoic expression replaced with something colder, more methodical. He enters the ring, eyes locked with Solo. For a moment, it looks like a tense standoff. Will Roman attack, or will he realign himself with his enforcer? Then BAM! A thunderous Superman punch levels Solo Sikoa. The crowd is in shock, but that's just the beginning. Roman doesn't stop. He grabs a chair and delivers brutal shots to Solo. making it clear that this isn't just about reclaiming his position. It's about taking back control through sheer force. Just as it seems Roman's statement has been made, two unfamiliar figures storm the ring, dressed in all black, their faces hidden under hoods. They pull Solo to his feet and unleash a vicious assault, executing tandem moves that showcase their chemistry. By the time they're done, Solo is motionless. Roman smirks. The new Bloodline is here. For this revamped Bloodline to work, the new members need to be handpicked carefully. Individuals who can both enhance Roman's aura and bring something fresh to the table. Two possible candidates stand out as the perfect enforcers for Roman's new era of dominance. 1. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Nightmare. Jacob Fatu, a real-life cousin of the Usos, has been one of the most dominant forces in MLW, Major League Wrestling. His hard-hitting style, unmatched agility for a big man, and sheer intensity make him a perfect addition to Reigns' new Bloodline. Unlike Solo, who still had a degree of respect for his family, Fatu could be presented as an unhinged destroyer, Roman's most vicious weapon yet. 2. Zilla Fatu, the legacy rises. Zilla Fatu, the son of the late Umaga, is a fresh face in wrestling but carries an incredible lineage. His presence in WWE would be a nod to the deep-rooted Samoan wrestling dynasty, while bringing new energy to the faction. Under Roman's guidance, Zilla could be molded into a ruthless warrior, mirroring his father's aggression with a modern twist. With these two recruits, the new Bloodline wouldn't just be a faction, it would be a statement. The weeks following this shocking betrayal would see Roman Reigns returning to his most sadistic self. He would deliver scathing promos, lambasting his former Bloodline members for betraying him and declaring that the real Bloodline has now arrived. Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu would quickly establish their dominance, annihilating any tag teams that crossed their path. Meanwhile, Roman would set his sights on reclaiming the undisputed WWE Championship, targeting Cody Rhodes or whomever holds the title at the time. To further establish their strength, the new Bloodline could launch an all-out assault on former members. Jimmy and Jey Uso could find themselves targeted, forcing them into a brutal rivalry where they must fight their own flesh and blood. Solo Sikoa, now a lone warrior, could seek revenge, leading to a deeply personal feud against Roman and his new enforcers. Paul Heyman's loyalty would once again be tested. Does he stay with Roman, or does he finally abandon his tribal chief? The Bloodline 2.0 wouldn't just be about dominance. It would be about erasing the past and forging a new dynasty under Roman's iron fist. By the time WrestleMania season rolls around, the Bloodline 2.0 could be at its peak. With Roman as the reigning champion once more, the faction would feel unstoppable. But with every great reign comes a rebellion. Perhaps this time it isn't Cody Rhodes leading the charge, but rather The Rock. Imagine the Hollywood megastar returning to confront Roman, claiming that he has lost his way and that his abuse of his family's legacy must end. Or what if Jey Uso, the man who was once the heart of the original Bloodline, steps up as the ultimate challenger, proving that he no longer stands in his cousin's shadow? Regardless of the challenger, Roman's new Bloodline would ensure that his final reign is his most brutal yet. Roman Reigns turning full-fledged heel and reforming the Bloodline with two debuting WWE stars would be one of the most electrifying moves WWE could make. It would inject fresh life into a character that has dominated for years while setting up new rivalries and future main event stars. With Jacob Fatu and Zilla Fatu at his side, Roman's reign of terror would be even more vicious, proving once again why he is the head of the table. Now, the only question is, who will dare to stop him?